The committee meets today to receive testimonies from the posture of the Department of Navy in its fiscal year 2020. We welcome our witnesses, Richard Spencer, the Secretary of the Navy, Admiral John Richardson, Chief of the Naval Operations, and General Robert Neller, Commandant of the Marine Corps. And we thank you all three for your service. The National Defense Strategy directs our nation's military to prepare for the return of great power competition. This means we must be prepared to deter and, if necessarily, decisively defeat our near-peer adversaries. And I think we all know who we're talking about. It's China and Russia. In order for the Department of the Navy to achieve that goal, our Navy Marine Corps must be manned, trained, equipped appropriately. Significant progress has been made in rebuilding the readiness, but still there's a lot of work to be done with the alarming speed of modernization that we've witnessed of both conventional and nuclear forces. China and Russia now present a credible threat to the United States and our allies. It's past time for action. However, we must be smart, not hasty, as we modernize our military. Recent history should be our guide, because without better acquisition performance, we could fall behind or further behind our competitors. For example, the last 8 combatant lead ships cost $8 billion more than their initial budget. Delivery the last 6 months late with dozens of deficiencies. Another example is the 9 to 11 advanced weapons elevators on the USS Gerald R. Ford still have not been accepted by the Navy nearly 2 years after the ships deliver, and some other areas also, the problems with that. And while the promise of new technology may be alluring, it's no substitute for demonstrated performance. I'm highly skeptical of claims by the Department of Defense officials that early retirement of the USS Harry Truman will result in a more modern and lethal force, as well as increase industrial-based workload. The reality is the Ford lacks functional weapons elevators and has significant reliability problems. No combination of unmanned systems has been shown to match and reach the lethality of the aircraft carrier and its air wing. And the Truman proposal will result in reductions, not increases, of highly skilled employees. We'll have some questions and discussion on the USS Truman during the course of this hearing. Senator Reed.